going to be showing you how to divide a whole number by a unit fraction. We're going to start first by writing our equation, which we're going to start with 1 divided by 1/2. Now I already have my number line here, but we always need to start with our number line. We're going to label it with the amount of holes that we need. In this case, we only need one hole because 1 is what's being divided. I will label the front end 0, and I will label here 1. I am dividing it into a half, which means that I will be partitioning the line into 2 equal parts. Remember, the denominator always tells us how many equal parts we will be dividing each whole into. I will divide here, and I will label it as 1/2. I know that this section here is 1/2, and that this here is 1/2. The question I need to ask myself: how many equal parts of the divisor do I have? Well, my divisor is 1/2, and I can clearly see that I have one part that's 1/2 and a second part that is 1/2. Therefore, I have 2 equal parts that are the divisor. My answer is 2. 1 divided by 1/2 is equal to 2. Let's try another example. Let's do 2 divided by 1/4 and solve for this. Again, I want to start with my number line and I want to label it correctly. I will put a 0 at the front, but this time, how many holes do I have? I have 2. I will put a 2 at the end, and I will partition my line properly to show where one hole would be. Remember, my divisor is 1/4, and my denominator is a 4. The denominator tells me how much each hole will be partitioned into. Therefore, I must partition my first hole from 0 to 1 into 4 equal parts. I will also need to partition my second hole between 1 and 2 into 4 equal parts. Now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to label this as 1/4 and label this as 1/4, label this as 1/4, and label this as 1/4. Now I know I'm correct because if I have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, that gives me 4/4, which makes a whole. I'm going to go ahead and finish labeling all my fourths that I have. And I will go back again to my question down here at the bottom. How many equal parts of the divisor do I have? Remember, my divisor is 1/4, so I start to count how many of these I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 equal parts. Therefore, my answer for 2 divided by 1/4 is 8. I have 8 1/4 in my answer.